The love story of Tom Holland and Zendaya is one of the most captivating tales in the celebrity world. Their relationship started out as a friendship, but it didn't take long for them to fall for each other. However, despite their growing feelings, it took some time for them to openly admit to the world what was happening between them. Many people may have assumed that getting together was easy for them, but the truth is, it wasn't as simple for Zendaya to fall for Tom as it may seem. Nevertheless, it's hard to believe, right? In this story, we will dive deep into their journey and explore everything there is to know about how they went from friends to something more. When rumors started circulating about Tom and Zendaya's relationship, many people were quick to comment. Some fans thought that Zendaya deserved someone better than Tom. They also found it strange that Zendaya would be interested in Tom, especially since he was a little shorter than her. These comments were hurtful to Tom, and he took the time to address them publicly. He pointed out that there's nothing wrong with a woman being a bit taller than her partner. In fact, it's quite normal. And Zendaya also stepped in to support him, saying that her height wasn't an issue because her mother was also tall. She made it clear that height is not something she worries about, and the idea that it would be a problem was simply a silly assumption. Despite these odd comments, the truth is that Zendaya and Tom's relationship wasn't just about their physical appearances. Tom wasn't as easy to get as people might think. When they first met on the set of Spider-Man, Tom was still in a relationship with his ex, Ella Purnell, so Zendaya and Tom began as friends, and Tom was careful not to jump from one relationship to another. It wasn't until 2017, after he broke up with Ella, that Tom started to explore other possibilities, including his connection with Zendaya. In fact, after Tom's breakup with Ella, rumors began to swirl about him and Zendaya. But during that time, Zendaya was still not entirely sure about Tom's feelings, as he was dealing with the pressures of newfound fame. He was also trying to figure out how to navigate his personal life while becoming a global star. In interviews, Tom spoke about how being in the spotlight brought new responsibilities, especially with being seen as a role model. He acknowledged that Zendaya was exceptional at handling this pressure, and she was someone he admired not only for her talent, but for her maturity and grace. In 2018, it seemed that Tom and Zendaya finally realized that their feelings for each other went beyond friendship. Although Zendaya had always shown interest in Tom, he was already in a relationship with Ella at that time. Still, there was a special bond forming between them. Zendaya supported Tom through the ups and downs of his career, and he genuinely appreciated her presence in his life. However, before their romance became public, Zendaya was briefly linked to their Spider-Man co-star, Jacob Elordi. The media noticed Zendaya and Jacob spending time together in Athens, Greece, and later they were photographed on a movie date in Los Angeles. Their chemistry seemed undeniable, and they even spent Thanksgiving together in Australia. Fans began to wonder if Zendaya had moved on from Tom and had found a connection with Jacob. But just as quickly as their romance began, it ended. Jacob was later caught spending time with model Kaya Gerber, and rumors of infidelity quickly spread. Fans were furious and heartbroken for Zendaya. Many took to social media expressing their disbelief and frustration, with one fan writing, "She deserves so much better than him." It was clear that Zendaya had been hurt by Jacob's actions, and her fans rallied behind her, reminding her of her worth. It was around this time that Tom Holland showed Zendaya just how much he cared. He treated her with respect and kindness, qualities that made him stand out from her past relationships. He was a true gentleman, and this made Zendaya's heart soften toward him. While it may not have been easy for Zendaya to open up to someone after her heartbreak, Tom proved that he was someone who genuinely wanted to treat her well and give her the love she deserved. Tom's ability to win Zendaya over wasn't something that happened overnight. Zendaya is known for being careful about who she trusts, and it takes a lot to gain her affection. However, Tom was patient, kind, and understanding, and he slowly but surely captured her heart. They eventually made their relationship public, and fans couldn't have been happier for them. Zendaya and Tom's love story is proof that sometimes the best relationships start out as friendships, and that real love comes when you least expect it. Their story continues to inspire fans around the world, reminding us that love isn't always easy, but it's always worth it when it's real. Tom and Zendaya's journey proves that sometimes the most beautiful relationships take time to blossom. and that being genuine, respectful, and supportive of each other can lead to something truly special. Tom Holland and Zendaya's relationship has captured the hearts of many, but it wasn't an easy road to get there. Zendaya has always been protective of her family, and that meant anyone interested in her had to go through her overprotective father and brothers first. She made this clear in her British Vogue cover story when she said, "My dad, my brothers, it's a whole thing. Good luck to whoever wants to take that on." So it wasn't just about winning Zendaya over. Tom had to prove himself to her family too, and it seems he did just that. It didn't take long for Zendaya to realize that Tom was different from the rest. Not only did her family approve of him, but Zendaya was also charmed by the humble, down-to-earth Englishman. In another interview, Zendaya explained what she values most in relationships, saying, "Respect is my number one thing, and I think it shows in different ways with anyone you're with. You have to have a layer of respect, courtesy, understanding, and tolerance." She also added that it was important to be with someone who could make her laugh. "If someone can't make me laugh, then that's a deal breaker. And not just a little laugh, but the kind of laugh that makes you pee your pants." Clearly, Tom ticked all the boxes for her, as she often speaks about how much he makes her laugh and how comfortable he makes her feel. Anyone who has seen Tom and Zendaya interact in interviews or public events can immediately notice the chemistry between them. Their adorable friendship gradually turned into a beautiful relationship, and it didn't take long for their fans to fall in love with the couple. It was even sweeter when Zendaya referred to Tom as her boyfriend on camera. The internet exploded with love for them, and even those who had initially been skeptical began to admit that Tom and Zendaya were perfect for each other. It didn't matter that he was a little shorter than her, their chemistry was what truly mattered. Soon after Zendaya confirmed that Tom was her boyfriend, fans began speculating about the next steps in their relationship. There were rumors swirling that an engagement announcement could be on the horizon, especially after it was rumored that the couple had bought a house together in London. One fan tweeted, "I knew Tom Holland and Zendaya were in love, but they're so in love he's already thinking about marriage and kids. That's so awesome. I hope that sweet British gent and his superstar California girl continue being happy." There was also a lot of buzz about Tom's future. In a recent interview, Tom expressed his desire to take a break from acting in order to focus on more personal matters, specifically starting a family. "I want to take a break and focus on starting a family and figuring out what I want to do outside of this world," he said. While fans were shocked to hear that Tom was thinking about stepping away from acting, it showed just how serious he was about his future with Zendaya. After all, it's not every day that you hear a successful actor like Tom Holland talk about settling down and becoming a father. And it might be hard to imagine a Spider-Man movie without Tom Holland, but if he's ready to take a break for something as important as family, it speaks volumes about his priorities. It's clear that he wants to balance both his career and personal life. Right after Tom's interview, a popular insider, D. Moa, shared some intriguing information. According to the source, 2 actors from a highly anticipated superhero movie were planning to announce their engagement after the film's release. At the time, the latest Spider-Man movie was set to premiere, leading many to assume the actors being referred to were Tom and Zendaya. However, as time passed, the engagement didn't happen publicly, leaving fans to wonder, did Tom and Zendaya get engaged secretly? As rumors continued,